This futures live stream event is proudly brought to you by MightyOxTrading. All information contained herein should be considered for educational and entertainment purposes only. Nothing seen or heard should be considered financial advice. Good morning and welcome to MightyOxTrading. Happy Thursday. Hope everyone's had a great night, ready for a great day. Give me 1 second. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to hit that mic. Ouch. So, market to market. Yesterday was wild with FOMC. Whoosh, whoosh, right back down. It's been trying to recover overnight. We've had a low of 50.56 and a high of 50.85 on ES. That's a 29-point range. NQ, the low, 487. The high, 613. So I believe that's 126 points in range. Kappa has had a bad day. About 220 ticks of range, big range on the copper. Gold's had a bad day. Metals are crying. That means they're going to rust. Looks like about 32 points in range on gold. Wow. Ultra bond, stagnant. About 3/4 of a point. Crude oil rebounding a little bit, still below 80, which is good. About 90 ticks of range there. Natural gas was coming up, but now it's pulling back. Bitcoin trying to recover. It's below 60,000 for the first time in a while. Back up to 58. I believe it dropped all the way down to 56 something. So that's where we sit standard, whatever body posture you're choosing to take this morning, as we get ready for another great day of futures day trading here at MightyOxTrading. Morning, Chris. How's your day? Hey, Hassan. So you were right, Hassan, when you said you just wanted to go long all night. I wanna go long all night and party every day. Yeah, I'm awake. We shall see what the day brings. It's a couple times now you haven't followed what you said you were going to. Coming down. Hey, Speed Racer, how things been? How's it going? How rude. That's right. So, two things about Blusky I'll probably bring up a couple of times today. Number one, they're having a flash sale on their statics. Cheapest I've seen their static accounts.
Order filled.
We're going short there off that purple candle. $199 for the static growth plus. That's going to stop me right out.
Stop
Yep.
filled.
So that's not a good start today. And 129 for the static, the original static growth. And also their trading competition for May is starting. You do need to have an active Blusky account, whether Eval or funded. And then it's like $5 to enter. Top prize is $1,000. Trading is up and down. Not exactly the results I've been wanting, but continuing to work on it. I should have went long there instead of short. I mean, good play. Yes, I'm there, Jamari. Yep, I definitely understand that feeling. News this morning. Canadian trade balance, U.S. trade balance, U.S. initial jobless claims all coming up in about 20 minutes. And then at 10 o'clock, U.S. factory orders. And at 10:30, natural gas. Trying to rise up.
Order filled.
Long. See if it continues. Tight stuff. It's either going to continue or stop me out. I don't know, Son. I very rarely hold or have a position on during a news event, but I will say that when I do the whole backtesting thing, the only news events that I even look at during the backtesting is the four big ones. So, TradeDay's a good firm. Tad bit more stricter than other firms, but they're a good firm. Yeah. Well, news for one thing, like Hassan said,
Order
I
filled.
got out of that trade. I felt like it's coming. Of course, it goes back up. Anyway, scalping. They don't like. They don't like. Extreme scalpers. I got. Shouldn't have got out of trade. Shouldn't have got out of trade. But that's okay. And I've heard, but I can't. I've not verified this, but I've heard that if you blow your funded account, if you get funded with them and blow it a couple of times, they restrict you from doing another account for like 6 months, and then when you come back again, if you blow another funded account, they ask you not to trade with them anymore. But I haven't verified that, but I have heard that from a couple of people. So I can't say that's true or not. The fact that I've heard it from a couple of people though makes me think it is, but so take that with a grain of salt. Hey, CVR, how's it going? Okay. I agree, but I bet you everybody here has. I bet you just about every prop trader here has. Eh, maybe. I don't know. I mean, honestly, even with the live sim, the amount of time that it takes to pass one of these and then go through the live sim isn't even a real test of your trade of people's trading. You know, I think real prop firms end up looking at people, thousands of trades from people before, they totally trust them. I mean, I don't know. You hear about, some of these Wall Street guys that are wizards now that talk about how many accounts they blew in the early going and that's trading with their own real money. Oh crap. Music's gone. We had G-Man on last night, so I had to turn on desktop audio people can hear him, and I forgot about the music. Hey JC, how you going? Well, I mean, if they're, I mean, I guess on the live account, I'm not sure, that's, I don't know. Thank you for pointing that out, CVR. I always forget when I turn the desktop audio on to turn it back off. Look at this pull down, pull up move. So it got back up to 597, dropped down to 586. Doing great. Thank you. What do you mean configuring your voice alerts? Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, look at this push down, see 87 down to 82. There we go. News in about 12. Oh, so you can tell it to say whatever you want it to say, or nice. Morning, G-Man. Oh wow, that's pretty cool, Hassan. The Telegram's one thing I've never got. I never got an account with. So continuing to come down here as we head toward jobless claims and trade balance news. I've heard the learning curve is kind of steep, but I don't know. I've never tried it. Look at gold popping up. Looks smaller there, but nice little pop. Hey, Cossack, FMOC was wild. I traded a little bit afterwards, and then I dozed off and missed the whole reversal. Blue candle pop. We've been kind of just stagnant here, though. Now, NFPs tomorrow. Just jobless claims and trade balance news today. NFPs always on the first Friday of the month unless it's March. Then it's the second Friday. I ignored the blue candle, and the blue candle's upset that I ignored it. Sorry to hear that, Cossack. Oh, big drop. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. What do you mean Thinkorswim is switching over? Oh, you don't like Schwab? G-Man said Charles Schwab is Charles Schwab sucks. I can't remember. Someone said recently Schwab sucks. Yeah, 5 times fast. There's our news. Quick dip. Back up. So we dipped down from 579 down to 558. So 21-point dip. Pops back. Back down. It's trying to pop back up. And down. Ooh, there we go. There's the pop. So it kind of hemmed and hawed around there, and then boom. I said it. I said it 1.2 seconds before you did. Pull it back. Kind of hemming and hawing. Watching here. Wait, did you just quote an NQ number, G-Man? Sideways here around 590. Pulls back. Got back up to 610. And the fall. And the wall comes stumbling down the wall. Just trying to tease me with purple candles there. Doesn't seem to want to see how that wick down 3 times. It's like the same spot, 3 candles in a row. Back up, touching 600. You know, that level that G-Man just talked about. I want to thank everyone for being here today. Hope everyone's having a good day so far. Reminder. If you're enjoying the stream, I appreciate if you go over that like button. That reminder is probably annoying. There we go. Back up. 609. There we go. Look at that rise up. That little volume spike there at that last green candle. Could have tried to quickly grab a quick 5 points there. But I noticed the volume spike 3 candles later. So it's kind of hard to take a volume spike after you notice it 3 candles later. Back up, try to get back at the 617 where we got to 617.75. We just hit maybe a double top. Double top, double top. Does it count as this in 2 minutes? Nope, no double top. It's breaking through. Forgot to set my lines today, but we are at high day on ES on NQ. I own the Dow. It's gained back probably a little bit more than half of that late afternoon dump there. Short off that purple candle, iffy area, honestly. It needs to go or not. I needed to bend the band. I need to be a band bender. There we go. There we go. Target hit. There's a winner. 6 1/4 points. 25 ticks. Nice, G-Man. And another purple candle. And back up. Blue candle bounce. Maybe. Nope. Being smacked back. Hanging around that 600 number. Coming back down, or trying. There are... Whoop, there's a drop. Dropping like it's hot. Back under 600. Hey, John, good morning. How's it going? Well, I hope it brings flowers. Needs to make a good impression on a date. Forgot the Russell, John. Oh, nice. Nice fall. Well, so far you're looking right, Hassan. G-Man's always looking right. I just thought you were going to go for the grand slam there of all four. Ooh. Oh, good. That makes it that you don't get run over by the cars that are coming from the other lane. I'm going to stupidly try and play this bounce. Nope. Looks like it wasn't ready. And that's okay. Yeah, one totally wasn't ready. Still heading toward Hassan's 760. That'll be something. 560. 4 minutes till the top of the hour. Now maybe ready. Still falling. Top of the hour coming up. Gold dumping. As NQ's dumping. Usually, it's interesting that they're both going the same direction right now. Yeah, just trying to bounce some. G-Man Lobwood just posted his thoughts for the day. Hassan's doing his Price is Right impression. Come on down. Close. 7. Yeah. I can't get my numbers out today. Guess I need to watch some Sesame Street. 566. Tries to break down. Gold really breaking down. Gold is just about to fall under 2,300. Crude oil opens in a down note as well. Everything is depressed. Someone get the market some Prozac, but wait until after it hits the sun's target. See, I don't know, Hassan. At this point, I would be out. I could try and hold for those last few points. Pops back up to 574. Okay. Great profit on that trade, right, Hassan? Or I should say great amount of points. Good job. Good job. Blue candle trying to bounce up here. Not working. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Still good, son. I'm late, but as usual, but long. How late was I? Only wait, 3 ticks. Not that horrible. Good. Looks like that's gonna come back down on me again. Come on, push back up. You know you want to retrace some. Come on. You know you wanna. Jerk. Yes, I just called NQ a jerk. Chopping around. My mama told me we're gonna chop around. Beautiful. How many entries does it, does it take, like, on average? Or entries to find, whatever. That's about to stop me out. There it goes. Yep, there it goes. Okay. Let's stop that on that. It started chopping around. Took that blue candle, and I just decided didn't want to go any further. And wanted to come down too, I guess. What funded where, Jamari? Well, wait. What's your what when you scalp? How many points are you going for on what asset? I mean, if you could increase that to 6.25 points, you'll be fine. No idea how they pick 25 ticks, but and they say that's 50% of your trades need to be for 25 ticks or more. Oh, wow. Yeah, gold has just dropped like a, wait for it, rock. You mean 2290, right, Hassan? Hey, look, Hassan, it's getting down to your 60 target. Oh, thank you. Quick volume spike there, actually. We're long off that bounce. Good call, Hassan, even though you didn't stick all the way through it. Got down to 58 and bounced. So right now it's bouncing up. Target hit. There we go. 6.25. G-Man and Hassan making some good calls based on levels today. When I say call, I don't mean they're actually calling out trades. I'm just saying that they're, you know, saying what they're doing. Don't want to give the wrong impression. Good morning, Ace. Yeah, and that's why I need to find a better term than call. So yeah, and I apologize for putting it that way, Hassan. It wasn't meant that way. That's why I quickly corrected myself. But okay, yeah, I didn't want anyone to think anyone was making calls or anything like that. Good, 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 good. How is Ace doing? G-Man, file a complaint with the complaints department. Ace, I'm promoting you to be the head of the complaints department. Pushing down. It looks like Ace checked in and checked out. Traders check in, but they don't check out. Oh. 15 minutes to the bell. Little pop, back up. We do have more news at the top of the hour, but it's factory orders. Gotta wonder how many people order factories. Rising up. Nice move. Back up to 570. So could not clear this area. Got down to 561 here. Got down to 558 here, 561 here, 562 there. So continues to try to push down and fail to get through as we head toward the ding-a-ding. Still rising up. So, yep. So on ES, it's 77 that's holding. On NQ, it's that 560 area. Now the slow grind back up to about 575. There, 75 or 74, back down. You can see that range there. We've been in for like the last 15, 20 minutes. See, it's been butting its head in this area right there. Boom, boom, boom. See, we got another level up here that's struggled with. Our highs as we go into the bell, NQ got up to 619. NQ got up to 619. ES got up to 5090. There's a break. Breaking through that line. I swear they see me draw these lines and just that's the way till I do it. And bursting through both the lines. So those lines lasted like 2 minutes. Lines everywhere there's lines. There's that burst again. I've been talking about this the last few days. We see this burst right at 5 minutes before the bell. You can see it's a volume, even a volume spike there. Look at that. Right at 8:25 my time, 9:25 Eastern. We constantly see this. Morning, Sig. Good to see you. Get all the fencing done. Cool. An obstacle course. Ooh, yawning. Till it's getting close to the end of the week, I start yawning. Speaking of yawning, a week from tomorrow, May 10th, I will be doing a 9-hour stream starting at 2 a.m. Eastern, going to 11 a.m. Eastern, trading both the Europe Open and the New York Open. 9 hours of ox. Can you dig it? I see gold's fighting right under 2,300. 2 minutes till the bell, as Ace warns us. This it over 30 seconds. Oh wow, really? I mean, do you think it's gonna pull back there and then start shooting back up, Sid? What am I looking for? My software. That's what I'm looking for. There it is. Wowzers! 83 up to 02, and they're giving it all back. Hey, Shindy, did you actually? I mean, I have not. I would. Something needs to be figured out there. That's weird. I haven't heard of any other problems. Um, yeah, we need to get that figured out for you because something's going on. Something happened weird there. Falling. Shot up and then just dropping like a rock. Back down to the 560 area. See if it bounces. I lost my. There it is. Yeah, I mean, it's just really weird. It's like I have literally dozens of Apex traders in the community, and I've never heard of it. The situation like this. Uh, it's just weird. There's the bounce. What a bounce. Oh, I need to change my ATM. Oh, bounce was thwarted. Jamari, if you start getting into your brain that you should walk away, that's when you should walk away because your brain starts thinking differently then. Good morning, Tio. Tio, you changed your avatar or whatever. Now I don't recognize you without the San Diego Padres thing. Long off that blue candle. Oh, gonna stop me out. Maybe. Yep. Stop me out. So he's got a Target, but not a Walmart. So take me out, continuing to fall. First blue candle would have been the good one, obviously. What do you mean, Jamari? Oh, you went above. Be careful. How much are you above? I have a line here. I don't remember what this line is for. I think it was yesterday's levels. There's a bit of a volume spike there. They're still coming down. Always remember that if you're on okay, the easiest way to take about $100 to $150 loss is using the ticker symbol HO. That's heating oil. It always has a spread of about 100 to 140 bucks. So as soon as you mark it in, you're down like 140. So if you mark it in, mark it right back out, you usually take about 100 to $140 loss. What are we wowing, Tio? Yes, heating oil. See, here's the story, guys. Once I was doing an earn a trade evaluation, and I took a news trade, and I couldn't get out of said news trade. The consistency rule said I couldn't make more than 1,250, and I made 4,400. So I took like 10 to 15 trades on heating oil in order to get back under the consistency rule. What goes up must come right back down. Down to 500. Heading that way. It's 516. And back up. And back down. And back up. Back down. Dow's coming down. Gold bounced. So there you go, Hassan. Gold bounced 98 back up to 2301. I know. Heading upwards. Hanging around 537. Not afraid of falling. It's got it hanging here. Remember, we got news coming up in 15 minutes. And we have risen back up to 550. Slow grind. Just hanging here. Dropping like it's hot. And dropping back down to 517. Oh, well, I got in really late there. That sucked. That's the latest I've been in. Yeah, let's see if it gives me anything. It's burst down at the beginning of that candle. Out of the small win. Let's see if it goes. Yeah, if I would have got in at the right time there, I would have got my 10 points. It was a win, but yeah, there it goes anyway. I know you have been posting. I know, G-Man. I know. I know. My brain isn't totally braining today. It's been that way the last couple days, so. Yeah. I'm popping. Nice, G-Man. See, I am mad at myself on that last trade. The only getting in late there is, I got in at 10. It was actually a 5 points late, even though I was ready for it. Just that's slow on the button, I guess. But that's the reason I got out, because I was telling myself, I'm late. It's not going to go for me. And as you can see, it went for me. But I mean, I got 2 points out of it, but still, I could have got 10. That's up to you, G man, because I know you can't trade while talking, so I don't want to take away your trading time. Give me a minute. Okay, go ahead and call in. Ooh, sorry about that dinging, guys. Turning my volume up. Yeah, sorry about that. Should have done that before turning on the audio. Ooh. Hello. And sorry about that noise too, guys.
Good morning.
Morning. I assume you can all hear me,
So
man? Oh.
that open there when basically it's a volume spike trade to make it simple. If you guys have looked at that, it just shot right up and it spiked. And we got almost to Globex overnight high, but that's close enough. It's within a tick or two. So you know, you hit Globex and it just trades off like that. It just dumped. So that was 1, 2, like 3 points. That to me, I mean, because you see these at the end of runs, it's sort of an explosion, a blow off top, things of that nature. If you've heard of any of those terms, so that's what we got. So I was able to get, I didn't get 89, but like 88, you know, somewhere in there, 87, 88, and just short. And then from there, you know, we went down 10 to 78, got a bounce, shot down to 68 or 66 actually, got a bounce, and it was sort of playing with 65, 65, bounce, bounce, but it could not recover, and then it goes down from 68 to 58. There's another 10. So 30 points in what, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, something like that. And you know, we're really close to the overnight low, which is at 56 quarter, I believe. And we got to 58. So it's pretty rare you get both. We might get both. But I just see that spike there. That's it. It just means to me no one wants it above there. We can't get above it. So we just got to short the highest we can. And, you know, you just have to have the patience to hold it, even if you go underwater a little bit. You know, I was reshorting like 68, 66, kind of a dumb trade, short 66, and then it went to 70, and then it went to 65, and then 70 again. This is on the 30-second chart on ES. But I just added and held because I knew we'd keep going down, and that's what I was trying to explain. I know it's hard if you just see short, you know, but I'm not on the mic. I can't talk through it, and I can't explain it while it's happening. But there you have it. There's the results, 30 points. And now, who knows? You know, we probably get more down. We may get some backup, but you know, it's certainly running.
Order filled.
There's your order filled, Tio.
What's that?
Tio, when I was the sounds that were coming from my computer earlier, he said now I just need to add some order filled to the to it because he thought there was something wrong with his computer because it was hearing the sounds from my computer.
You know, then when I say abandon all strats when market wants to dump, you know, it gives you opportunities, and that was one of them. So whatever strategy you have, it's sort of like a news event. It's not going to honor any of them. You know, it rarely does. But you know, maybe use your strategy to get your
Order filled.
trigger entry, but the direction was short. You know, so the sooner you could see that or understand that, take a picture, remember, you know, because it'll repeat, and from time to time. The issue with the market is it repeats, but it happened so long ago that everyone forgets. Oh yeah, that's what it did. Oh yeah, I remember that was 6 months ago. But the basic concept is volume spike. Peter Davies works, and we had it at the open. And yeah, and so far 658 is holding. So there's, yeah, you can see it 88 to 58. That's 30 points. So I don't try to predict because I can't. You know, I don't look and put numbers out there and levels out there because I can't. But when it's moving, I can see where to get in and out, and that's it. That's my only skill. Is that too much, too little? Anyone get that? No one cares. What's happening?
Sure, everybody's listening. Well, remember, we
Yeah.
have a bunch of workers that just listen and never say anything too.
Yeah. All I'm trying to do is point out an opportunity. And if you ever see it again, it works both ways. You know, if we get a huge, you know, I have candlestick charts, I should point out. And on a candlestick, you get the body, then you get the wick, huge wick, you know, 2,
Yeah.
4, 5-point wick, tiny body.
So
So it
here,
opened.
I brought up, since I'm not looking at the NQ right this second, I brought up the ES chart. He's talking about this. I could have brought it up on NQ as well. This is what he's talking about. We've seen that big boost up right back down, and you've seen now the thing is about picking out, and for me anyway, and so maybe you have advice on this, is how do you know that's a volume spike trade when it's the open and it's the first candle and volume always spikes on the open versus before the open? So how would
Yeah,
you have picked that out as a volume spike? Because, I mean, yeah, you saw it immediately go down, but I'm assuming, did you immediately get in on that, or did you wait until you started seeing the more of the down move?
so I just jumped in.
Okay.
I saw it going up, and at the high of the day it was 90. So I just pushed the button when it got up there. So I have no idea
Okay.
what I actually got.
Okay.
Somewhere above 86, I'm sure. Doesn't matter. It's just going down. So you just push the short button, and as many times as you can to get executed, and then you just live with the results. There's no way
Yeah.
it can't go up once it's done that. It's just a fact of life.
Oh, yeah.
You see a spike like that. Obviously I didn't see the volume till after it occurred,
Okay.
but I did see that spike move.
Yeah.
So for me, it's a spike. The volume comes in, and then right now you can, oh look, it's over 10,000 contracts in 30 seconds. That's a lot. You know, it's a ton. It's double or triple. We're usually doing around 2,000 every 30 seconds. So a lot of volume at the top. And why is it the top? Because that was the prior high. The market's already told you that's the high. So, if we just chugged up there very slowly and we hit it, we would be shorting it, right?
Right.
It just happened really quick. So you don't need to get that. I mean, I posted it. I said short, volume spike. I did all that, but wait for the next one, which would have been, the next little pop up. And then the next one at maybe 81, and then the next one at 70, and the next one at 70, and the next one, So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We get these, and there we go again. Uh, and just sort of my sense of what the market's capable of. That big move up we got yesterday, and then the dump all the way down to the low. It's extremely strange.
Yeah.
And then we got it's chugging all night, giving us half of it back. So we should be shorting 90 anyway, because that's the 50%. And then it gave it to us at the open. And who knows how far it can go. I don't bother with that. I just, like put trades on it. So it would have been 64, 65. Sort of 65 held it for a little bit, and then it went down and retested 65, which is what it does. And then there's your next short. Now we're down at 50. So that's a 15 point. It's probably, today is just get short. Like I said that a few times, and just hold it. You don't have to trade short. You don't have to trade today. Just push the short button and walk away. And who knows how low it's going to go. It's one of those days. Black
Hello.
Monday, fat finger, flash crash. Just something about what everyone's saying, or not saying. Someone pointed to on X about a 30-second or 60-second when Powell was asked a question. I guess he hesitated. I don't know what the question was, but I guess his answer wasn't very forthcoming. They might have asked him, "Are you going to raise rates?" So you can tell a lot about how these guys just watch them. I mean, he's probably being told by the parties that be to lower rates, and he's like, "Well, everyone's telling him that," and he's holding firm. So we'll see. But the market knows. So we'll see how far we go today. But, I just sort of shut everything out and I trade. I don't, our job is to trade, to make money. So we just have to focus there and push the short button. And there were lots of bounces. So,
Order filled.
65 bounced a couple times, 60 bounced right here, 50, or, whatever, right down here is bouncing. We got the Globex low. Now we're going for gap in yesterday's low. Gap is 46 and then 44, 43 is yesterday. So see if we get those and then, but I don't have to guess anymore, right? I got 30, got some prior. It's enough. Although I'm supposed to get 34, but that was my plan this morning, to get 34 trades, not points trades. So, but so I mean, we all have strategies, and we've got whatever we use, and that's all good. But it's really the
Stop
market
filled.
that's in charge. So whatever we're doing just needs to be put aside, and we have to actually look and see what it's doing. And when it gives us clear direction, it doesn't get any clearer than when it shoots up. I mean, you can look at yesterday's. Look at the high there. We got a huge spike up to 25 from below 20. Same thing. Done. Blow off top. Market's telling you. Or it's the fat finger, right? It's the bird. And the good news is you don't have to get it. You just have to see it and then get your next entry. And then the next ones. So 55 would have been a short. 65, 55. And then it's running like 5, 10, 15 points or so. So 55 should get us 40. That symmetry thing that was talked about, or that I brought up.
Yeah.
Or Ox brought up, I don't know. Yeah, so like sort of every trade from 80, 15 points, 70, 15 points, 65, 15 points, 55. Let's see if we get 15. It'll end at some point, but now of course 47 has to go. Go. But if you're in at 55 short, I mean, you've made money. What else, Ox?
I don't know. Just watching what it's doing. Anyone have any questions for G-Man? Oh, totally forgot about news at the top of the hour. Oops. Let's see what.
My
So
bad.
that was no. It's no. That was apparently helped contribute to that recent down move. Apparently, well, I don't know if it did.
It all
But
came in. Yeah, it all came in line. Well, it's durable goods revised. I don't know what that is. Factory orders. I mean, they put out their reports and then they revise them. I mean, come on. What a scam. Oh, there we go. So 55, 45. I'm thinking 40 before it bounces. And I'm just looking at what the market has been giving us, right? Here she goes. So hopefully you get quiet because you're making bank. Or you think I'm full of it. And
No, I don't think you're full of it.
there we go. Come on, 40.
Well, for NQ, yesterday's low is 399, and we're almost there. It's at 402. This broke
we
390, just broke it.
Yeah, so there's 40. So there's another 15.
And
It overshot.
ES just broke over yesterday's lows as well.
Right. So here we got another volume spike. We're at, we overshot 40. I said 40, it went to 36. So, I mean, there's a long. See if it bounces. So wherever, if you ever got in or wherever you get in, you have to count from 36 quarter, because that's where it went. So let's see, 36, 41, 42, somewhere in there.
I was going to take the long off the bounce of yesterday's low.
Yeah, see, NASDAQ, who knows?
Yeah.
That's different. So our low was 43 and it shot right through that. So we got a volume spike at the high and now a volume spike at the low. And you have to have a 30-second chart to see what I'm talking about. We got 9,664 at the low volume, and we got 11,020 at the high. So it's the same person, they're just.
So here's the volume spike he's talking about. This is what one of his major trades. You see here on NQ, we had this come down, coming down, coming down, coming down. And then this last red candle, you see how the volume spiked over 2 times what we were seeing. And that was the end of the move. So that would have been a great long for me right there. He just grabs him. I'd wait until I see a green candle first. You can see this move up now by 30 points in the 2 minutes.
So that's 36 to 45. 40, let's call it 46. That's 10-point move up. So not bad. That was my first long call. I didn't do it actually. Thing of it is, I can't know, can it go lower? Of course. Can it bounce? I mean, who knows? But I've just done the trades enough. And there's no way I'm getting 36. I'm probably more likely in at 40, but still 40 worked.
Hang on here. 424. Yes, is at 50.46.
All right, so we were at 90 at the top, and now we're down at 40. That's, anyone do the math there?
That's 50.
Yeah, 50. So
for those of you that are math challenged.
So when the ES moves that much, it tends to bounce. it, it doesn't have to be, it could be 40, could be 30, could be 60, who knows? Doesn't mean it's over. It just means time for a bounce. So I got the number, I got the 15 down on that trade, and we also got the spike. So those are facts. You can't dispute any of those, right?
Order filled.
No, they're indisputable facts of trading, of what actually happened. And that's what I use. I don't use anything other than that. So volume, it shows activity. Numbers are numbers, and they show how far we've come. And at some point, people would you agree, they take profit, and then bounce traders come in when they see that. And what was the third thing? I said something else, can't remember now. No. There's two anyway. Do you remember what I said? I said three things.
I'm in a trade, so I wasn't 100% paying attention to you.
See, there you go. No one pays attention. No, I just said what I use are facts that you can't dispute because they're facts. Like how far we've come, that's a fact. What the volume is, that's a fact. And I can't remember the third, so it must not be important.
Order filled.
Globex low, Globex high, those are facts. Short Globex high. Almost got the Globex low and then did bounce, so blew right through yesterday's low and the close, which is the gap, but now it's above it. So where did we go? 36, added another 10, 50. It's going to bother me now because I said three things and I can't remember the third. Anybody listening out there? Hello?
You could, mute your mic and then go back. Put the stream back 5 minutes and listen to what you said.
Oh, it's taped? I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, you can. All these streams are available from like the first day. My first day of streaming is available. All these are up on the YouTube channel.
Well, I don't want to go back to those days. Come on. Let's see. So, whenever, I used to use indicators. I've used all of them. I started with the RSI and, over the years, many, because I would trade with gurus and they said that's what worked. So I'd use them. And then I started questioning, is this a fact or is it debatable? So when it was debatable, like I used to use the tick, New York Stock Exchange tick, it's like 4,000. If you guys don't know what that is, 4,000 stocks that trade, and it monitors upticks and downticks. So I don't look at it, but I'm imagining it's really negative because we're all the way down here at 50 points down. So you'd set it at, it's kind of like the RSI. At the bottom would be minus 1,000, the top plus 1,000, and that does work. So it bounces and it sells off, except on the really, really bad days, up or down, where it goes down minus 1,100, minus 1,200, you know what I'm saying, minus 1,500, and it just keeps going. So the bounce never comes. So I'm like, okay, rid of that one. I just went through everything like that. I mean, EMAs, same, went right through the 89 and the 240, and went right through all of them. So, like I said, when it wants to move, it moves, and it doesn't respond to anything that we normally would do. You guys find that today, or is it doing what it normally does, or maybe I'm wrong here? What do you think, Ox?
I definitely think that move down was. I mean, I think yesterday afternoon already it wasn't doing anything it normally does. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
but it did. Go ahead.
the one thing that you could say that it did do normally is for at least for me, I think it was ES as well, as it did bounce on yesterday's low. For NQ, it got them just a couple points more than bounced. So
There you go.
that's that levels. I know you look at yesterday's lows, and
Yeah,
I've
absolutely.
started to, and yeah, that yesterday's low led to that. It was right with that volume spike trade we were just talking about and explaining. So that all worked together. Not only the volume spike, but also the bounce from the yesterday low is all the same move.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday's low, that's another, maybe that's what I said, yesterday's low, because it's a fact. Can't dispute it. Overnight low, another fact. Highs, overnight high, we sold off from there. So ES went a little lower than yesterday's low, but and Q went right to it because it's usually different. So there you go. That's your bounce trigger. And I know it's not easy to push the button because you're like, all of us want to know before it occurs, and we just have to get comfortable with the fact that we never will know, can't know. Just because we, sort of said something and it actually worked, that doesn't mean we know.
Right.
Just the trade worked. It's just a trade. So, by, working the edges, like at the top and the bottom, even that 30, 40, 48 edge worked for a bounce, then, we can put the stop just right below it. So tight stop, which is a key. We don't want 20 point stops, 30-point stops,
No, that would give
even
me
on
a
the
heart.
NASDAQ.
That would give me a heart attack.
Well, I mean, you got to look at risk return. If your stop's going to be 20 and your return's going to be 20, I mean, it's hard to make money that way because even if you win a few, you're going to lose a few, and you sort of break even. And break even's not bad on trading, so it's where you have to get to, and then you move from there. And you're asking me to rewind your. I mean, how in the hell we do that? It's just not. Yeah, it's not even.
It's
You
not
don't have
that
to
hard.
explain because I'm like, yeah, it's not that hard. Yeah, it's. I'm video challenged. I can rewind my VCR, but
Wait,
on my
you still have
keyboard.
a VCR?
I'm just kidding. No, I let the TV somehow does it. I just push record and then
Yeah.
it records it. I don't know how it does it. I remember when the first phones came out, they were like huge, a big block.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Come a long way, baby. Anyone remember that commercial?
Mhm.
You do, yeah, I do. Isn't it a cigarette commercial?
Yeah.
Virginia Slims. Yeah.
Mhm. Big boost up here, back up to 474.
Yep. So that's 20 up. 25 is 50%, obviously. I mean, the other thing I've learned about trading, if you can get like that move correct, and not just correct, but actually trading it and making money, then you should just get on the mic and relax, because there's no way. Well,
Boom.
we would like to believe there's a way to keep doing it all day, but there's usually not. So
NQ trying to reclaim 17.5 here. It's a huge move, huge move real quick. I mean, we just went, what time is it? 9:09, 9:24. 15 minutes, we just did 100 points.
So 62 would give us 50% retrace. This is of the move from the open to the bottom down there. So we're almost there. It may stop short. It likes to stop short or overshoot. That's another concept. So stop short of the 50. Well, let's just hit it. So never mind. So I would be sort of on that bounce, all done. See what happens. Can't know.
If there's 500. So, see here.
So
The
what's 50%?
don't know. I was just, I'm not sure. I was gonna say hourly chart. You can see it went down from. It started at 5. This hourly candle started at 500, got down to 386. That's 114 points. Is now back above 507 as a green candle.
So the open was that one after the purple one, the green one.
Yeah.
So where did that get to?
The open got to 602 half.
So let's go 600, and then this one here, where'd that get down to?
Got down to 386.
So 390. So what's that math?
210.
So 210. So say 100. So if we bounced 100 yet?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's your 50%. Or you could put a. See, now it's rolling down. So there's your short, 62 half.
TradingView does have a Fibonacci tool.
Yeah, I mean, you can put a fib. I put it on my 5 minute, so I've got it 36 quarter to wherever that was, 89 up there, and
somewhere here. I don't know where it's at.
But spending the time, you don't need to just round it and 100 points.
Yeah. That's a cool little tool. It's like a flag.
And just understand that it doesn't have to get there.
Oh yeah, I know.
Stop.
Yeah.
Or it can overshoot. So therefore, you don't want to short like here 62 and then take a stop at 63 or 64, because it may keep coming down. Give it a little room. Yes, it got to 63 half. So, but I'm not as confident on this as that first rundown. I was pretty confident, as you can see by all my posts. I mean, the other thing is with the market, there's times to trade and there's times to not trade. and we all make our decisions. But when it gives us that and it starts moving, that for me is like very predictable. So it's time to trade. And then, we get to bounce. And so this is less predictable. Biden speaking and Apple earnings tonight. Is that an oxymoron, Biden speaking?
Yes.
Poor guy.
Hanging around 500. Ooh, big bounce on gold. Q is playing with me right now. Let's try to decide where it wants
So
to
is
go.
gold in sync with ES, or is it contra? Or
Usually you see gold going opposite with the indices, but today it was going down at the same time they were.
let's see, I was bothered. I had a complaint. The complaint department didn't respond.
Hey Ron,
And
how's your morning going? Natural gas inventories just happened. Doesn't seem to like them.
So we got the 2-minute warning, and then short 89, top of the range, revised to 88 because we never got to 89, but close enough. Ace got short. Volume spike trade. I mean, I can't type any more than that. I can talk a little bit, but then down, get short. There it goes. Epic shorts. Blah, blah, blah. So
Excellent, Ron. That's green is good. You follow your trading plan to get there. That's the other important part.
I thought it was greed is good, not green. What the heck? What
Same
movies
difference.
have you been watching? Are you one of these Greenpeace people? The new Green Deal? Is that what you're referring to? AOC? We have to call you AOC now instead of MightyOx? I'm joking. I don't want to offend anybody.
Greenpeace is who gets called if anyone ever sees me on a beach. They think that there's a beached whale.
That's funny. White whale. The great white whale, Moby Dick. I haven't heard about Greenpeace. I don't know if they're even around anymore. So yeah, just pop through the 50. Never know.
We're rising up.
I mean, we could get it all the way to the top theoretically. Who knows? The next fib line's up at 68 something. It's a 62%, 618.
Okay, Ron, I've said this to somebody else earlier. When that thought gets in your head that you should probably call it a day, you should call it a day, because at that point your brain's starting to then think negative could happen and you could end up being a self-fulfilling prophecy. You should walk away, be happy with that, call it a day, go do something fun, go do something not fun, take a nap. That's fun. I love naps. I just don't love them when the market takes a 300-point dump. But
Well,
seriously,
you gotta
walk
give us
away.
you
What's
gotta
that?
give us a buzzer. We can prod you or something. Wake up, Box.
The one time I fell asleep on stream, someone said the Discord call, and I heard the Discord noise in my headphones. I was like, "Ah, crap." That was one of the
I gave you a
evenings.
Discord call. You didn't hear it. We'll put Ace in charge of that department.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't have the headphones on when I dozed off yesterday.
There you go. So yeah, Ron. I mean, I just was talking. I don't know if you heard anything, but that epic short from 90, 89, 88, all the way to like 58. 48. I got out, but now we're bouncing up. So you don't have to do any more than that. So you don't have to do that, but no one said you have to sit here all day and make decisions.
Wait a minute.
I don't.
I don't have to sit here all day and make decisions.
Yeah, you do, because you're the boss. You choose to do that. That's your job. You've signed up for this. I mean, I would say flip it to sim if you have that ability and relax. And then if you see something, take it, but don't risk real dollars. And
Yeah,
that's what I do because you're flipping coins, and so at some point it's going to come up against you, which is fine too if you want to practice. Practice trading. I 100% recommend it. Learn some new skills. Learn the different times of the market, but
pushing down.
not with real dollars. And I don't know how the prop firms work. Do you have like sim accounts you can use that don't actually, or does everything
Uh,
have a
uh,
consequence?
some give you a sim, and if you're using Ninja Trader, you always have the ability to use
Well, there you
their
go.
built-in sim.
Yeah, so get to a sim. It's free. Practice, 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 practice. I mean, practice. It's the key. Looking at the situations, figuring it out. So I posted OODA. I don't know if anyone saw that. Anyone know what that stands for? It has nothing to do with ox, so I'll start right there. Ox is not one of the O's. Do 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 do. All right, Jeopardy's over. It's OODA. It's what the Air Force military use. OODA. It's observe, orient, decide, and act. So that's what they teach their jet fighter pilots. So observe, and then they do it super fast, but start slow. So what's going on? What's going to work? What's not going to work? What's the market doing? What's it not doing? What's my plan? What's my package? What am I looking at? Observe, orient, then you decide, because you can only go long or short. You have to decide, and act, and you have to push a button. So you can't not do it once you've gone through the process. And maybe that's your decision. It's not right for me, so I'm not going to do it. That's fine too. So there's your decision, and your act is not to act. That works. Like I've decided not to act. Right here, I'm not doing any trading. But it's just a simple OODA before every trade. Because all we can control is entry exit. Seems simple, right? Entry exit, make more than we lose. And OODA, that's from some author that he's the risk manager for Wither Green something, Green Tree Traders, you know, a old school prop firm where they have all these huge traders. He's the guy that he's the pitching coach. He tells them to stop and counsels them and helps them. And he's a psychologist. Steenbarger, I think is his name. He's in all the books. He's written the books. He's written a bunch of great articles. Super good stuff. So 65 down to 60. Little bounce. See if we get lower. Looks like it.
Yep, coming back
There
down.
it goes. Did you get a purple over there?
Yeah, I got a purple when it was coming back up there a little bit, and then it kind of chopped around first, and then came down. So.
I think you got one on the 30-second though.
Yeah,
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
you got a nice one there.
I had this nice one right here off the band. That would have been the one to take. Boom.
There you go. And there's your blue. Yeah. So ES moved maybe a point or two from that band. 60 half. 57 to 60. So 3 points.
Order filled.
That's a good move. So I don't know if anyone's noticed, but now we're back to sort of more normal trading. We're not in the death spiral we were in.
Stop filled.
It goes from death spiral down to settle and just grinding up. You know, to sideways trading to so far today we've got a down move, and then we got a little bit of sideways around 65, and then we got more down move. So I would say down and then now up. That's it. The only other thing it can do is go sideways, which it does, to suck everybody in and then stop everyone out. And then it makes this move. So can't predict it, don't know where it's going to happen. I haven't found anything. I just know that it can happen, so I just watch for it. So we were like 70 to 65 at so this is all ES. Sorry if you don't trade it. 6:38 my time, so 9:38 New York to 9:45. That little window was sideways. 5-point range, up, down, and then halfway back, and then there's your then the breakdown. I just stayed short the whole time. And I missed half the run because it went from 65 down to 36. That's another 30-point move. So I suck.
Another big drop.
So we could say it went down 30, bounced, and then went down another 30, which is what it did. Funny how it all synchronizes, because we got like the down 15, bounce, down 15, bounce, down 15, bounce, down 15. Or down 30, bounce, down 30. Just all. But that's real hard to notice, and it's real hard to look at, and definitely hard to execute when it's moving.
Back down to 450.
More purples.
Yeah.
Yep, I see that one. Nothing on the 30, just the 15 gave you a couple, right?
Yeah. Ooh, look at that bounce. No volume spike. At least not that I noticed.
Yeah, the volume comes in later, and it's usually around a number that's like 50 would be a good number to get long, which is where it's at. So, but I don't have any volume. I mean, 4,000, I guess that is volume. No, technically.
Pump up the volume. Oh.
So like 48, which was where I got out the first time through. See how it retests areas from the bottom, from the top. The other thing I was noticing is on the way down from the open, it was coming to levels and just not respecting anything and not bouncing, just going through. Like the 73 low when we had the news at 5:30, 8:30, 76 or 77, which was the pullback, and then went up for the open. It just boom, right through. No respect.
Rodney Dangerfield day.
It's a Rodney trade. It's exactly what it is.
Order filled.
So the other, I keep coming up with other things, but the way it's trading is the way it will continue to trade. So if it respects the numbers, then we should probably get that most of the day. If it just blows
Stop
through,
filled.
we'll probably get that for the rest of the day. So it's subtle. So you sort of have to know the areas that it bounced before or traded off of before, which means you need a 5-minute chart sitting out there, which shows you all that. Or 30-minute, which shows you prior days. So I think the low yesterday was 30, the day before or overnight. What am I getting at here? Maybe the overnight low yesterday was 37. Yeah, 30.
Yeah, yep. 37.75.
37.75. Yep. So that's basically, that's where it went to. 36.25. I'm calling that equal. So if you look there, it gives you clues. But you need a 30-minute chart because you can't see it on 5-minute. So that's why I've got the 3. Where's RJ? He would back me up on this stuff.
He told me yesterday he wasn't going to be here today.
Yeah. He uses the same stuff. Maybe some other guys do too. Girls guys. So here's a bounce. Poked 50, tested it, poked it again. 47. It's already done, 52. But if you're at 50, you probably wait till 55. Here's 55. There it goes, went right through it.
Nice little boom.
Yeah, that's what I normally would come in with a boom. So even, if you got 50, you still made, and it's probably going to go 47 to 50. Yeah, it just went to 57. So there's a 10-point move. So you don't actually have to get the bottom, and you don't have to get the top. Well, let me put it a different way. You never will. Or I never will. I don't care. So I don't worry about not getting any more than 5 there. You just get your 5 and always get back in on a pullback. Got a blue candle lux.
Yeah.
That was it.
Had a good one
Came right back.
Yeah, the 30
What's that?
second got a good blue candle in the 30 and the 50.
Oh, look at that. Yeah. That would have got you in at, what, 76, 77? Yeah, you got 10 points. You have permission to trade. Let's all encourage Ox to push the buttons. Come on. Let's get some clapping going or something.
So, Ron, are you still here? What did you decide to do? If you're not still here, don't answer.
I saw what you did there. That was very clever. Hopefully there's silence and he was not here. Or he comes back.
Order filled.
5,000 today.
Go on
Another
off that
blue
blue candle.
candle.
Yep.
And she blows.
Out there, take the
Order
10
filled.
points. Take the 10 points. I don't know, Micro so it's going for a possible 15, but it stalled, so. Oh, there's Ron. Took another trade. He's up 2,100. I mean, that's good and bad, Ron. I mean, I'm glad that worked out for you. But did you feel the same way when you took that trade, or did you have more anxiety than when you took your earlier trades?
So we got 50 to 60. We'll pull back. Got a purple candle.
I mean, it's okay to feel a little excited as long as you're keeping yourself, in check some. But yeah, I mean, a lot of good traders say that trading should be boring. That it should become, old hat, whatever. That good setup, yay. Bad, doesn't go well. Okay, next, etc. But don't beat yourself too bad up that you felt excited. It's okay.
Well, it sort of should be dispassionate feeling.
Right.
So it should not matter because, your discipline has to be entry and exit and not let it go against you so that you blow it up. You just have to have a stop when you see it not working and it's not working. Get out. And if it's working, you let it run.
Yeah, I guess that's the question, Ron, is do you feel that excitement, would that have caused you, if it hadn't been working out, would it have caused you to stay in longer than you should have if you had been going against you?
Because it's really not our call. The market's going to do what it's going to do, and we can't control it. And no one can. You don't know what's going to occur. Like right here, is it going to go up or down? I don't know. You just have to push the button, and I just focus on the loss side. I don't, the win side takes care of itself. If I'm long and it goes up, then there's my target. But I just don't want to lose money. So it's not about our call or our decision. It's about what the market's doing. And if it decides to go down and we're long, we got to get out, because it can do whatever it wants. It's psychotic, as we know. Probably one of the hardest things about trading is just that. We're wired that if we're making money, we get out quickly, and if we are losing money, we stay in because we want it to go back to break even to get out. It's a psychological phenomenon. They've tested it. So we're not wired for trading for the most part. You have to change your way of thinking so that you have to learn to lose. Stop, take the stop, take the stop, take the stop. And that to me is a good trade. I don't worry about dollars. Those aren't good trades. Get out and don't lose money, or just lose a little. That's the best trade you can make ever. But the prop firms focuses on dollars, and it's all about the dollars. I mean, actually, just think about it. You're trading in a sim account, and it's not real money. So that's the way it is. It's a game. You're just pushing buttons and looking for an outcome, which is unpredictable. And you win when you have positive numbers, and you lose when you have negative. So it's about points gained versus points lost. So if you can think about it that way, then passionately, game-like. It's like putting a coin in I guess it's probably no more coin slot machines, but if you put something in a slot machine, pull the handle, that's trading. You put your entry, and the outcomes, you don't know. Who knows? Who can know? Nobody. Anyway. That's why practicing is, you read all these guys, the gurus, not the gurus, but the psychiatrists behind it, and they're like, in order to do something perfectly, whatever it might be, it doesn't matter. It's like a sport. To be able to make a shot, it's practice. You have to practice perfectly for thousands, tens of thousands. So you can't just come into trading and expect to be a trader because, you have a strat. You have to be able to practice and work it. No one's winning and losing because they're never 100%, right?
Every time you say practice, that Allen Iverson press conference thing goes through my head. Practice? We're talking about practice.
Well, but he's Allen Iverson. He's one of the best ever. He's been playing his entire life.
Oh yeah, I just
So
hearing the way, because you emphasize the word practice, and it's just the way he did it. It just comes into my mind.
Practice. Yeah, I mean, so think about it. You're coming in as a rookie, and you're trading against the best of the best. So it's like going to an NBA game, or getting in the batter's box against whatever the pitchers are throwing 110 miles an hour. I mean, come on. It's just not possible. You have to practice. You have to get good at your skill. It's just realities. I mean, doctors practice, thank God. Airplane pilots practice, thank God. Would you want, Ox to be flying your jet? He'd never He's never been in a jet before. He's not going to fly it, but you know, we too low.
Hey, I did play Microsoft's Flight Simulator once. That should
Oh, there you
qualify me,
go.
right? Yeah, yeah, you know.
There you go. So the simulator, that's it.
Yeah.
Key.
Ooh, look at
Flight
this.
simulator, golf simulator, trade simulator.
Look at this rise back up to 524 on NQ. ES rising
Yep,
back up to 65.
65. Yep, that's where it held before. Let's see if it breaks it. So the market's giving you levels, 36, 50. Now we're, on the top side, 65, 65, 65, three times. This is the third time it's been here. So first two times worked for nice shorts. This one's not going to work so far. So I'm constantly looking at, I just laid out. Those are the levels. That's what it's hit. That's what it's traded off of. So, that 50 worked once, twice, three. Just since 7 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 50's worked as a bounce level. The fourth time just occurred. 65's worked as a support level and a resistance level. If you go back to the open, that's where it stopped on the way down and sat there for a little while. And all I'm saying is these are meaningful numbers to somebody. I don't write about it. I don't blog about it. I don't talk about it because it's just trades. Just, there we go,
I mean,
65.
technically, you've kind of started talking a lot about it because you've been on the stream quite often lately. So you have been talking about it.
Yeah, but they're all different every day,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I'm just looking at what the market's doing and where it's stopping and where it's going and trying to get a bit.
Nope. We have reached the top of the hour, so we are done for the day. Do want to thank everyone for joining me. Ron, yep, that's a good point about shopping now. So again,
Shut it down, boys and
yep,
girls.
I would shut it down if I were you, Ron. That you did
Get
2100
some
today
lunch.
on a PA account. That's an excellent day. There's people that be dying for that kind of day. Take it, rest, come back tomorrow. Non-farm payrolls tomorrow, so remember that. Maybe don't want to come back tomorrow. Maybe you want to wait till Monday. But no, non-farm payrolls tomorrow. We'll be trading it or trading the after effects of it. Hope we'll see you all then. Have a great day, everybody. And we'll talk
Thanks,
to you
Ux.
tomorrow. Yep. Thank you. Bye. Hope you enjoyed today's live stream. Remember, we do this every day, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Hope you'll continue to join us. Also want to invite you to join our Discord community. Great community of traders talking trading and sometimes just shooting the breeze about other things as well. Traders helping traders and encouraging traders there. Also, of course, follow me on social media, mainly on Twitter or at X, where you'll always find updates on the latest prop firm discounts and reviews, as well as get notified whenever a new video comes out from MightyOxTrading. Have a great rest of your day.